Hello, hello. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, we are going to be making some journals. I'm going to be using this lovely Bow Bunny collection that I got from Tuesday morning in my last Tuesday morning haul. I will attach that video down below if you want to check out that haul. These are my simple junk journals that I make with all of my goodness, which is why you have this box here. I'm going to open up the box and show you how I keep, hello Hannah, how I keep all of my junk journal supplies together all in one place. So all I have to do is open this box and it's all there. So let me adjust the camera so we can get a good look at this box and you can see how I just dig in here and grab one of everything to get a nice junk journal to put together. Okay, so here we are. Open up this box and this is what I have in it. So it's pretty deep. You can see by the size of my hand, it's pretty deep. And I have tons of stuff in here. So what I do is I just start picking stuff. So I want a couple pages of books in my junk journal. So grab a couple pages. I don't want them to be one after another. I don't want them to be consecutive. So I'm going to grab from here and then grab from over here. Put those to the side. Do I want any of this? Not really. This is really good to put in there. This is just different colored paper. Maybe I'll grab, I don't know, a yellow and a blue. Okay. I've got all sorts of these laying everywhere because I have an overflow of these. Now I'm going into some scraps. This is coffee dyed. I don't know what that is. Doodle pad paper. See, this all looks different. It's got different textures on it, so maybe I'll grab one of those. And most of this stuff, you guys, is from the Dollar Tree. That's how most of this stuff comes. This is graph paper. This is, I don't even know. This I made, all it is masking tape that I just inked up, so I can use that as accents. This is coffee dyed newspaper. So I'm just gonna go here. This is accent stuff, so I don't wanna grab that quite yet. That's more for junk journaling, like an actual junk journal, if I wanted to go in and add accent pieces. So I'm just talking about making the actual junk journal. This looks like a good page. Let's put that in there. This looks like a good page. Let's put that in there. This is just simply dyed with, I don't know what. It's got yellow and ink on it. I don't know how I did that. Sketch pads. Oh, got some coffee dyed stuff in here. Look, here's a whole bunch of coffee dyed stuff. Let's pick a really tattered, ooh, that one looks nice and junky. Let's put that in there. So you see there's really no rhyme or reason to what I'm doing here. I'm just digging. Let's see what else we got in here. I've got scraps of paper. I've got envelopes. We could put an envelope in there. I'm gonna put it, no. We're gonna stay away from an envelope. Let's stay away from envelopes. Ooh, more coffee dyed stuff. Look at all this stuff. Look at all that good stuff. Let's see, we've got, ooh, what is that? An invoice. Let's put that in there. I like invoices. We've got pieces of, we got books here that we could maybe tear out of something. We've got an old 12-month calendar that's got really pretty pages in it. I feel like we're getting to the number of pages that we need for our simple junk journals though. Ooh, reptiles. Ooh, look at that. That's so ugly. No. All right, I'm going to keep these just because I use those as like little pieces of a bigger junk journal, you know what I mean? So, how about, I didn't do any of these. Let's do some of these. So this is my This is my junk journal box. I am going to put this in because I just got a new one of these. I took it from my husband. He has a couple of those. It's from a company that he works with, that graph paper. And I said, ooh, I like that graph paper. Can I have some of that? He said, yes. So I stole it. All right, let's see. That looks about good. Let's count up how many papers we have, and then I might put in some regular copy paper, some white copy paper. That's always good to put in there. So let me put my box to the side here. I'll say I didn't put everything in properly. All right, let me put my box to the side and we'll get back to it. So my junk journals average between 28 and 30 pages because I like to have, my idea of a junk journal is maybe do one junk journal for each month. I'm sorry if the lighting in here is bad. I feel like I say that in every freaking video because Maryland's like just under a constant state of clouds. So sorry. But anyway, 28 to 30 pages because my idea for junk journals is you do a junk journal every month. That's just my idea of junk journals. So 28 to 30 pages. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's perfect because when we cut down the actual cover of the junk journal, then you're going to end up with some scraps of paper that we can include in 4 pages also, and you'll see what I'm talking about. So we're going to put these to the side here, and we're going to work on our, this thing is so freaking dirty, and I don't know how to clean it. All right, so we're going to work on our cover, and then we will start cutting down the insides. So this is how I make these junk journals. That I sell on my Etsy store. So I thought I'd let you in on it and you guys can get out your paper and make your own. So this is the Bow Bunny collection. The Bow Bunny Harmony collection. So I'm gonna pick out my favorite page for my cover. It's very springy. So pretty. I love that one. So we're gonna remember that one. That's really pretty too. Oh, I really like that one too. So we're gonna remember that one too. You can make it as plain or as beautiful as you want because then you're gonna decorate. Oh, that's pretty too. Because then you're gonna decorate the front anyway. Oh, that's the same one. That's why I like it. Duh. That's kind of cute. And then all these are cutouts for inside, which are amazing. Love that. Oh, look. Of course I love that. I saved it twice. Oh, I like that one. Okay, that's it right there. Boom. That's my favorite. You don't have to work with one collection when you do these. Like I said before in my other videos, get out your papers and just get colors that all work together, and you don't have to stay within a collection. You just find papers that work together and put them together. I also have a couple pieces of paper left over from this collection that I was working with yesterday when I was doing Happy Mail. I'm going to be putting out a call for Happy Mail sometime this week. So make sure you have me on your Facebook and on your Instagram because those are the 2 places that I put a call out for Happy Mail. So make sure that you look in the description box below on this video and make sure you're following me on Facegram. Jeez, get with it, Eileen. Yes, I said the Facegram. Make sure you're following me here. Let me, oh, hold on. I need coffee, obviously. Hold on one second. Okay. Make sure you're following me on Facebook and Instagram. because that's where I put out calls for Happy Meal, and it's happening sometime this week, so make sure you're there. So anyway, I have some of this that I can work with too. All right, so let me get my handy dandy, this is my little notebook that I have. I keep all of my measurements for all my projects in here. I suggest you do the same. If you like to make projects, go ahead and grab yourself a beautiful dun, 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 Dollar Tree notebook. And when you make a project and you really like it, write it down. That way you don't have to keep going back and figuring out what were the measurements of that really cool project that I made. So today we're making the very first thing, the 4.5 by 8.5 size journal. So my journals are 4.5 by 8.5, which means that I'm going to cut the page 9 by 8.5. So let's get our paper cutter out here. And we are going 8.5 long. Let's get that cut. 8.5 on the long side here. And I absolutely adore this new paper trimmer that I got. Not sponsored, but darn if I could be. Cricut. This new paper trimmer is freaking amazing. It is so precise, and the blade is just like so easy to work with. If you missed my video where I talked about my other paper trimmer, it was like a half, like this bar was like off just a little bit, and it was making all of my projects off. It was so frustrating. But this one is like right on. So 8.5 by 9. Okay, we're gonna save this because we're gonna do something with it. Excuse me, clearing my throat. Let me tell ya, everything's blooming, which is fantastic because I'm all about spring, but when everything starts to bloom, I have to clear my throat a lot. All right, so we've got 8.5 by 9. So we're gonna fold on the 9 because this is gonna turn into our 4.5. So we're simply folding to make a 4.5 by 8.5 journal. And I'm not gonna really make it too crisp because we're gonna be putting a whole bunch of stuff in it. So this is the beginning. Let's go ahead and round those corners. I don't round all my corners, but sometimes I do, sometimes I don't. All of my journals are different, you guys, because I get a wild hair, and I don't have like a way I do my things. I just do them as I want to. So this is our cover. Now we're gonna work on our inside pages. So if we have a journal that measures 4.5 by 8.5, then naturally our paper cannot be the same width and length because it won't fit properly in there. So what I like to do is I like to take my paper. Now this stuff is going to fit perfectly because, well, let me see before I say that. Wait a minute. 7, 8, 9. It's not going to fit perfectly. See, I opened my big fat mouth and I was wrong. So what I like to do, I like to cut the insides 1/2 inch off of the width. That way when you fold everything, it's still going to fit inside the book properly. Because when you start folding these papers and shoving them inside of each other, there's going to be a little bit of buildup. And you don't want the papers to come out of the inside here. So we're going to be cutting the papers, instead of at 9, we're cutting them at 8.5, okay, the width. So we want our papers for the inside to measure 8.5 by 8 1/4 because we're gonna give a 1/4 inch right around here, okay? We want a 1/4 inch on the top and the bottom to kind of sit in here properly. So 8 1/2 by 8 1/4. So with these little pages, we don't have to worry about the length because they're so tiny, but the width needs to be cut at 8 1/2. Let's go ahead and cut these down to 8 1/2. Okay, this is obviously garbage. This is torn, so we've got 8 1/2. Eight and a half by 8 1/4. And then when you put them next to you, make sure you face them all the same direction so you do not get them confused. I'm putting all of my 8 1/2s this way, so when I fold them, I'm putting them over here like this, so when I fold them, they're all the same direction and I'm not accidentally folding on the 8 1/4 side. You gotta be careful. All right, this has something down here that I want to keep, so I want to make sure this is the width of 8 1/2. So 8 1/2, and I want to make sure I don't take this part off, so 8 1/4, I'm going to take off the top. And then I'm going to flip it to put it in my pile so I know which way I'm folding it. Keep all your paper flipped properly. This one is, I think I want the lines to go this way so you can actually write in it. And it almost measures 8 1/2, so that's perfect. So let's go ahead and keep it like this, and let's just cut it down to 8 and, let's see, do we want to keep the top there? Let's keep the top. So we want it down to 8 1/4. We can keep that. Okay, perfect. See, I'm not worried about it being folded like that. This is a junk journal, which means that it's not perfect. It's got junky stuff in it. Because come on now, that's junky. That's really junky. All right, so we've got eight and a half. By, I think this is already cut down to 8 1/4. Not really. And see, I decide, okay, so this is 8 1/4, 8 1/2. I decide which pieces I keep. These are big enough pieces for my scraps for me to keep. The little tiny thin strips I'm throwing away. But it's up to you what you keep. All right, this is already 8 1/2 this way. So we're gonna cut 8 1/4 this way. I like that strip. Oh, we do have more paper like this, okay. And it is, how big is it this way? Oh, it's already 8 1/2, perfect. So we're gonna cut it down to 8 1/4. Yes, boo-boo. Big enough for me. You guys can use any kind of paper, I'm telling you right now. You'd be surprised what looks great in a junk journal, you know? That's what junk journaling is all about as far as I'm concerned. Envelopes from like the garbage, honestly, the garbage, like junk mail, they look fabulous in a junk journal. save that stuff that you get, that junk mail that you get. Save it. Okay, so I have those, and I think I counted like, I think I was like 27, 28. All right, let's go ahead and use these now. This is the scraps from the actual outside. Let's go ahead and cut this down to 8.5. And then I have this one that I had from another project. Let's cut that down to 8.5. I'm not even tearing off these little tear strips because whatever. Actually, you know what? I'll cut it this way so it's a solid piece. But it doesn't matter. You can use it. It really doesn't matter. So now comes the fun part where we get to go in and decide how we want to put this thing together. So when I go in, what I do is I start folding everything. And I put them in a big pile. Sometimes I fold, if the paper's one-sided, sometimes I'll fold it in like that. Sometimes I'll fold it in like this just to kind of give it some, you know, oomph. Like this I'm going to fold out. I'll fold this in. Why not? Look at how junky this page is. I want to fold that out. I want all that junkiness out. Fold that in. I'm going to fold that out. My coffee pot's going off. That's alright, I can heat it up in the microwave. I ain't worried about that. Now, if you wanted to take these book pages, you could honestly, I've got them going like this, but you could take them and connect them right here with like washi tape or double-sided tape. You could do that and use them as pages. That would be kind of cool. Let's do that. I didn't plan on doing that. Let's do that though. We're gonna have to cut them down, I think, because I had them going 8.5. Let's do that. Okay, so they can only be 8.25 because we're flipping them the other way now. Look at me changing my mind and being all ridiculous. You don't have to do this, but I want to do it now. I want them to be 8.25. We're gonna do that. We're gonna connect them. But when we connect them, they can only be 8.5. I'll use my grid on my mat to make them that way. I'm making things more complicated, but it's okay. All right, so they have to be 8.5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.5. They can only be like that. They can only be. That's kind of stupid looking. Really? Are we gonna do that? That kind of looks dumb, huh? I already cut it down. Yeah, that kind of looks stupid now that I'm saying it. Huh. Huh. Well, I'm going to trim off the part that doesn't have any words on it because there's no sense in having that part on there. It doesn't have any words. So that's stupid. See if I can cut it down a little bit so it's not overlapping as much. Cut this part too. Maybe I'll rip that part. I need a ruler. I don't want it to look too perfect, you know what I mean? And then, so if I did that, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.5. That would be better. Yeah, that's better. Okay, that looks better. Okay, I'm okay with that. Let me put some double-sided tape down. I'm okay with that. It's gonna be like right there. It's gonna be like right there. Where is that fuzz coming from? I don't even have a blanket over here today. And then I'm gonna lay another layer right here because that looked like it was not going all the way to the edge there, and I wanted it to go all the way to the edge. Ooh, my hands are sticking. Stick your hands, stick your hands. Woo! Okay. Let's lay this out here so I can get it to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And it can only go to 8.5. So 8.5 would be like right more. Okay. And then that goes like not. Okay. Oh, it's kind of sticky right there. There's stickiness. We're going to fix that. Fixed. Fixed. Okay. Boom. Cool. Okay. Let's keep folding. 2 more. So what are y'all doing with your kids or your grandkids? What are you guys doing? We're just hanging out. I put a list on my Facebook page. I guess I should put it on my my Chaotic Mom Facebook page. There's like a whole bunch of educational websites that are doing things for free right now. I'm going to do that. When I get done with this video, I'm going to go over to Chaotic Mom's Facebook page, and I'm going to put the big list of things. So if you guys have kids or grandkids at home with you, go over to my Facebook page, and I'm going to put a big list of educational resources online that are free right now, because that's what my kids are doing. I've even got Selena doing them. She's 18. It doesn't matter. They're fun. Okay, so now we get to go through and decide which order we want this stuff in. So we want to mix it up too. Let's go boom, small, Small. I don't want like a lot of like line paper together, or I don't want any of the same papers together. I want you to get a mix of things when you open this up. That's what I think makes junk journaling fun. All these different textures and pages. That's what I love about junk journals. Oh, this looks kind of cool. Look, I've got yellow on yellow. I don't know if I want to do that. Do I want to do that? That's kind of matchy-matchy. I don't want to do that. We're going to mix this up a little bit more. I don't like that. There we go. It was too matchy-matchy. All right, let's see how many pages I got here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, so I have 28. Let's put one more page. Okay, we're going to put one sheet of regular copy paper right, oh, it's coming apart, right here in the center. Sorry, I keep clearing my throat. Blame it on spring. Okay, and here we come in with the big giant Mamba Jamba long arm stapler. I got this at Staples. I'm really actually quite peed off about it because I should have cut it at I should have cut it at 8 1/4. Shoot. These are kind of showing. I guess I cut it at 8 1/4 last time. Look at me, look at me, look at me. I mean, it's not bad. They're not like totally hanging out, but they're not. Yeah, they are. They're tucked in. Okay, 8 1/2 was right. The measurements were right. Anyway, this stapler, I literally have to pull it up every time that I want to put a new do a new staple, because for some reason it gets all hung up. Okay, so here we go. We're going to put the papers in here, center them up. Some people use like little clips. I find that they get in the way. I hold everything together as best I can. Slide my book in here and pray for the best. And when I say that, I mean it, because you guys have no idea how many junk journals I've had to just throw to the side, because once you put the staple in, you can't sell them, y'all. If that staple is not where it's supposed to be, you can't sell them. If it doesn't staple properly, which this one did. Look at our beautiful journal. So now I go back in with my, very gently, because you do not want to like warp the paper or make the paper break. This is beautiful. So now we're gonna flip through it. I hope I'm not moving the camera too much. I'm sure I am, but sorry. All right, so we've got this gorgeous junk journal with all these different pages. Look at this. Look at how beautiful all these different pages are. You've got journaling spots. You've got doodling spots if you want to draw. Sketching spots. You've got places to glue down paper. You've got places to, again, journal. More picture spots. I like how that turned out. I'm glad we didn't do it the other way. I like having this notebook, or these pages right here. That's really cool. Look at how junky that is. I like it. This is really awesome. I like it. Oh, that staples off a little bit, but that's just because I'm OCD. Okay, when I say I'm OCD, like I'm clinically OCD probably, so I'm not making fun of people with a psychiatric illness. We have tons of psychiatric illnesses in this home, and I would never do that. Like literally, I'm on the phone with psychiatrists at least once a month, and we go see psychiatry at least once every 3 months. So by no means am I making fun of anybody with a psychiatric illness. We take psychiatric illnesses very seriously in this house. Oh, I like the way that turned out. That's really cute. That turned out adorable. I like that. That strip of washi right there. That looks adorbs. See, when you think you screwed something up, just add a piece of washi tape to it. It fixes everything. This is so cute. I like it a lot. Boom. And now, oh, I like that too. I'm glad we kept that piece. And now we're going to decorate the front. Oh, look, that even says subject. How cute. And then you got place to, I don't know, put a picture and write about it. Now we're going to decorate the front. All right, so I have some Bo Bunny ephemera here. And I also have layered chipboard stickers here. And then, wha-bam, look at this. I got chipboard thickers. I've already cut these apart. This is part of the paper because I told you I made Happy Mail yesterday with this collection. So let's see, what do we want to do? Something simple because this paper is so gorgeous. I don't want to interrupt the paper. Find joy in all things, definitely. So let's do like let's do something simple. Do like a sticker. Why is that? Oh, where'd that come from? Is that just that must just be on the side and it fell off or something. So what if we did like I don't want it to clash. Here is an idea. Let's do like you know how I am with ripping, y'all. I love this ripped look. Let's do like a ripped look here with like no, that's too much. Dragonflies and renewal. No. What if I did like something right here with a and then do like a bird. That would be pretty. A yellow bird. Okay, I'm going with it. I'm just going to glue this stuff down and go with it. I'm not going to sit here and doubt myself to death. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sit here and doubt myself to death, because then I'm going to spend an hour making one of these, which is usually what I do. That's usually what happens. I spend like 5 hours making one journal. So that can go like that. And then what do we have over here? I think we have a bird in here or something. Oh, we have a dragonfly, I think. There's a bird. That's really pretty. Have the bird come out like that. And then have a thicker that says "so pretty." Love it. I absolutely love it. Okay, we're doing that. All right, let's get all this glued down. And then we'll put some diamonds or something on it. And then we'll put some tassels on it, because love tassels hanging off my journals. Hallelujah. Oh, that's so pretty. I love it. It's not exactly straight, but you know what? That's okay. It is okay. I had to buy some more this Tombow Mono glue, because all I had was the Tombow Mono. And did you know I had the Tombow Mono liquid? Did you know? I'm going to blow your mind. Did you know the Tombow Mono was not, or liquid, is not meant to glue paper to paper? I knew that there was a difference, and the only reason I was getting the Tombow Mono liquid, or the Tombow Mono, this is what I'm talking about, y'all. Aqua. That's what I was talking about. It's not meant to glue paper to paper. It's meant to glue like things to paper, but not paper to paper. Isn't that crazy? But I knew that there was a difference, because when I use it, it warps my paper. And you could see it come out through the paper. And I was getting really super irritated with it. But the only reason I was buying it is because it's like $2 cheaper than this stuff. But then I read something, I forget who put it on there. It was one of my lovely crafty friends on Insta. She was like, you guys, this stuff is not for gluing paper onto paper. It's for gluing things onto paper. It says ideal for paper, photos, poster board. I don't know. But once she said that, it was kind of like an aha moment. I was like, oh my gosh, I knew something was going on, because it just doesn't adhere like this stuff does. Like this stuff grabs a hold and just adheres. That stuff is like really watery, and it takes forever to hold on. I don't know. So we're using this stuff. Anyway, I ordered it off of Amazon because I was like, you know what? We are going to be crafting. We are going to be crafting in the Chaotic Mom community. If we all have to be at home, we're going to make something pretty. So pretty. See, we're going to make something pretty. And we're going to hang out together in the Chaotic Mom community. So I ordered more glue. And I ordered more tape runners. Okay, guys, we made it this far. Now the last thing that we need to do is get us some fluffy, what is this? Yarn. This is not so fluffy, but it's still yarn. I love this stuff, though. This stuff I bought at Michael's. This is, I think I bought this at Michael's, too. Anyway. Get some of this stuff, and I put it through the center. Find my center. Where's my center? Put it through my center. I like to have it hang over the side. This is completely optional. This is just what I do because I can't stand not to have some tassels hanging off the end of my journals. Cut it, and then I very lightly come in here and tie it because I don't want to pull any of this paper and dent any of it, but I want it to stay. So I tie it kind of off to the side over here. So cute. These are perfect for like Easter gifts or just springtime gifts for friends. I would say coworkers, but ain't nobody working right now. I take that back. People are working right now. All of our healthcare workers, they're out there doing their thing. Look at how cute that is. Isn't that adorable? Get your stuff together. Make you some journals. Oh, I think I didn't tie that tight enough. I think I'm going to have to retie that. I am. I'm going to have to retie it. Probably. No, that's cute. I'm not going to have to retie it. That's adorable. Okay, so here is our beautiful spring journal. Get your paper out. Get all your junky stuff out. It's called a junk journal for a reason. It comes together beautifully. You have plenty of different textures and different things to write on and different ways to, I don't know, throw your tickets in here, you know, now's the perfect time to start taking some pictures of your family, documenting what you guys did in the house while you guys were hanging out. You know what? Now's the perfect time to go for nature walks out in your backyard or in the woods or whatever. Document your time together. It's a great time for that. So I hope you enjoyed today's journal. Stick around for more videos because we are going to hang out together. We are going to find something creative and crafty to do that we can do in our homes. And hopefully we all have the, you know, the things laying around that we need to do these with. So I will see you in my next video. Make sure you like and subscribe. Stick around with Chaotic Mom. We're going to have some fun. All right, take care, guys. Bye.